Hi guys, I'm a total mess right now. I've been running around town all day, but I came home to this and I am super excited to open this package with you guys. There's 2 Hoyas in here that I really wanted to have, and I would like to open it with you guys today. I also have 2 extra bonus plants that I would like to share with you, and one of them arrived last night. I opened it very late, so I wasn't gonna film. And another one, I just got lucky today, you guys. I will show it to you at the end, but first let's open this box and see what's in here. So while I'm opening this box, I will tell you that there's 2 Hoyas in here. It came from Plant Nurse on Etsy. I have purchased a lot of plants from her, and all these very good quality plants. She prices her Hoyas pretty well, in my opinion. So there is 2 Hoyas in here. One of them, I actually have had it before, and sadly it has died on me, and I really would like to have it again. And another one, actually I don't have it, but it was definitely on my wish list. And once I open them, I will show you what they are. All right, so it's basically wrapped in a paper. There's a bunch of fluff in here. Hoya number 1. And that's the one I've had before and kind of killed it. So, but this is Hoya valiniana. It's very, very pretty, you guys. It's definitely a little bit challenging Hoya to grow, although I have a regular valiniana and I have no problem with that. I still wanted to have the variegated one, and I'm glad I did. Now I have this little guy. I'm so excited, you guys. Hopefully this one will do for me better, and I'll be able to finally grow a large valiniana. Honestly, I don't think they are very difficult. I think I just had some kind of infestation issue, to be honest with you. Hopefully this one will do well. It looks very good, very, very healthy. It is a little pale in color, and the reason why, it's probably was grown in a very, very high light. So, which is totally fine. I would probably give it a little bit less light so I have a little bit more green on it, and the variegation would pop even more. So, but overall it looks very, very healthy. It's a beautiful plant. It is actually well rooted. Let me take this plastic off so you can see roots better. But it seems like it's very well rooted. You guys can see the root at the bottom. There is a root right here, so which is really nice. So that's pretty good. So I guess we're gonna try this a second time around. We'll see how it goes. So, and the second Hoya I got here, it's actually very pretty. When I ordered, it says unrooted cutting. I don't know, it probably is unrooted, which is totally fine. I knew what I was doing. But this one is Hoya Silver Lady, and it's very, very pretty. It has that silver sheen on it. It's very, very pretty. It's not as silver as silver dollar, obviously, but I could not afford silver dollar at this point, so which is totally fine. So we're just gonna start off with Silver Lady, but this plant definitely was on my wish list. And although it said it was just 1 node cutting, it actually has right here, there is more nodes. There's just no leaves on it, which is totally fine. But there's 2 more nodes, and this one actually kind of cut very close, possibly 3 nodes that just don't have leaves, which is totally fine. And I don't really see any roots, which is totally fine, because it did state it is unrooted cutting, and I'm totally fine with rooting Hoyas. In fact, a lot of times I prefer to root Hoyas myself. This way I can keep an eye on the roots and I know they're healthy and they're good. So I really don't mind buying unrooted cuttings. And they also better priced when they are unrooted. So if you feel confident with rooting Hoyas, don't be afraid to just get a cutting, and you'll save a little bit of money, because the silver Hoyas, they are not cheap, I gotta tell you. So, but yeah, it looks very, very healthy. The leaf is very, very pretty. I'm very happy about it. So I'm just gonna wait on roots, and hopefully it will do well for me. I have never owned this Hoya before, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. I mean, it feels very thick and succulent, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that difficult. So these two plants are from Plant Nurse on Etsy. If you guys want to check her out, it's not sponsored by any means. It just, I like purchasing Hoyas from her. I always find that they are very good quality plants. As I mentioned before, their prices are pretty well, and she does run sales, which is nice. As far as I could tell, as many Hoyas I have purchased from her, they always start growing for me right away. And that tells me that most likely Hoyas that she sells, they are already acclimated to home conditions, which I like that. Every single one of them I ordered, they just start growing immediately. Because sometimes when it's imported Hoyas, what I find, they don't always take off right away. I in fact have some Hoyas that been sitting there for a long time and they have not done anything. So import is very tough. Not that they're bad plants, I just think they're having a hard time acclimating to our homes. And if you buy Hoya from a seller who's already growing those Hoyas in their home and they're already, you know, acclimated, so they definitely have an easier time to get used to our homes, and a lot of times start growing right away. Now let's move on to the next Hoya that I got yesterday. This is also a second time that I'm trying this Hoya, and I never showed you original one simply because when I ordered it, it was back in the early spring, and honestly my package was lost for quite some time, and it was 2 Hoyas in this package. That was the most desired Hoyas, and they were expensive. They didn't make it. They arrived looking pretty bad already, and basically within just a few days it just melted on me. They were exposed to cold air. I believe they might have, whatever they were transported on, they were sitting on a cold surface or something. There was definitely cold damage, so I definitely knew that they're just not gonna make it. And one of them was Hoya Chicken Farm, which is, I kind of wanted that one. I was pretty upset about that one, melted immediately. And the second one was Hoya Nicholsoni, New Guinea Ghost, and that one too, I was so upset. That was the most expensive plant in that package, and it just literally just melted before my eyes. There's nothing I could have done. I've tried to save it, I've tried to reroot, and kept it on my heat mat, and it was gone before I could even save it. I have decided to give it a second try, and I found this cutting, you guys. I found it on eBay, and it's huge. It's a pretty large cutting. It's pretty interesting. It's I just jumped on it because we're so used to buying Hoyas that just 1 node and 2 leaves, and somehow I stumbled on this, and it actually has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nodes. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And look at the leaves. They are beautiful. They are silver. They are very, very nice. Hoya is very, very healthy. And it's interesting, when I got the one that didn't make it for me, it arrived in such a bad condition. Leaves were so thin and so limp that I actually thought that this Hoya in particular is very thin-leaved Hoya. And to my surprise, it's actually not. It's weird. It looks like a thin-leaved Hoya, but it's not. Those leaves are pretty firm. In fact, if I like squeeze them, they will snap in half. So that's very interesting. That is something I did not know about this Hoya. What else is interesting is the back of the leaves. It's have like this markings on the back of the leaves, and it's very, very cool. It's have like darker green and lighter green, and it's very, very cool, you guys. I think you can see it better on the older leaf, I guess. So, but it's very cool. So this Hoya arrived last night. I wasn't home until like 10 o'clock. I was super excited. I was pretty impressed how large this cutting is. Hopefully second time around this Hoya will do well for me. I guess we'll see. So basically my collection just grew by 3 more Hoyas. And the last plant I want to show you, it is not a Hoya, but I just got lucky today. So on my running around today, I was driving and there's a road construction and they put a stop sign right in front of me and I was the only car, nobody was coming. I'm like, of course, that's my luck. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stand here for forever. And I was stopped right by the greenhouse that I do go to. So I was like, you know what? I haven't been here in a while. They are seasonal. They do close for winter. So I decided just, you know, pull in, check it out what they have. Maybe that one last trip to the greenhouse. And guys, you're not gonna believe what I found. And I'm so excited. It's actually been my wish plant for quite a few years. And it's funny because I've seen them years ago for $70. And back then, when plants were not expensive whatsoever, I felt like that was a lot of money for a plant and I did not buy it. I was kind of baffled because at that point plants were like $15, $20. So I was like, okay. And so I didn't purchase it at that time. But then prices start changing pretty rapidly for plants, and our new reality, as you know, is completely different at this point. And people who have been collecting plants for a while, they know what I'm talking about. For people like me, it's a little shocker sometimes looking at the prices. And people who just recently got into plant hobby, for you guys, obviously, it's absolutely normal pricing. You guys don't realize how inexpensive plants used to be. So for you guys, obviously, it's not a shocker whatsoever. So basically back then didn't pay $70 and boy did I regret it. I regret it so much because then I saw this plant numerous times and I still want it. Don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I still want it. And every time I've seen it, it was $400. In fact, it was one of the plant tours in the greenhouse that I showed you guys, and one of you guys commented to me, just buy it for yourself. You've been wanting this for so long. And I'm like, well, that would be great. I can want as much as I want, but it's $400 plant. And trust me, I know how to spend money, you guys. You can ask my husband, he can confirm that. But there is a limit for me personally. There is a limit what I can do, and I'm not gonna throw everything into this hobby. So today, when I went to that greenhouse, they've had them. Let me show you what I got. It's big, you guys. It's pretty big. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get up or I'm gonna break my back. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit down with this. So, but this, guys, this is a Bismarck palm. I don't know if I can show it to you. It's big. It's have that blue, I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of have this blue color to it. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's a pretty good size. I mean, it's not as huge like the ones you see that they are $400, obviously. Here, let me show you. There it is. You guys can see it? It's so pretty. So, but it's still a very large plant. It's pretty heavy too. So it's probably 10-inch pot, I want to say. So it's humongous. And there is actually, I don't even know how to show you this, guys. So there's a new frond right here that's gonna unfurl, I guess. I don't know. Do fronds unfurl? I have no idea, but I guess it's gonna fan out, maybe. And there's another one right in here. There it is. Guys, see it? So there's 2 new fronds here, which is so nice. I am so excited, you guys. It's so pretty. And they've had the large one too, but I'm like, I don't even know where I'm gonna put this because it does requires a full sun. That's what it says. So, but I figured palms, they don't really grow that fast, so it should be okay for a while. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And I just love that blue color to it. I hope camera picks it up. I don't know. And the best part, you guys, about this purchase, right here. This is great. I was shocked that I was able to find this palm for $50 basically, and that's pretty amazing. It did come with a lot of weeds. Let me show it to you right here. ton of weeds. They even come from the bottom of the pot. But that's totally fine, you guys. It's coming from the greenhouse and it's absolutely normal to get some kind of weeds in the pots. These are my really exciting purchases that I really wanted to share with you guys, and I really wanted to do this unboxing with you. There's also a lot more plants that I have to show you guys. Those are the plants that arrived from last plant haul that I have uploaded, I believe like right in the beginning of summer. So I have purchased quite a few plants since then. There's some Hoyas, there's other plants that I would like to share with you guys, but I could not film any unboxing videos just because they would come while I'm at work. For some reason, that's my luck. And I would unbox them so late at night, and so I didn't film any of those plants. I have not showed you any of those plants yet. I will be making a video on that. I will probably do my usual thing when I just collect a bunch of plants that I bought it throughout the season and show you my plant haul on those. So that video is coming up. If you guys want to see it, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will shortly be filming for you guys that one. I think you would like to see some stuff that I have purchased. Now, excuse me, I gotta go and weed my palm. And while I'm doing that, you can guys support my channel by giving this video a like, share with your plant friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And also there is super thanks now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.